Back to our continuing coverage of Campaign 2018 tonight. The polls will not close until 8 o'clock, but early indications are the voter turnout is high in Connecticut for this midterm election. Channel
3's Roger Suzanin is joining us now live in Meriden with that part of the story. Roger?
Well, Denise and Dennis, I just spoke with a spokesperson for the Secretary of the State's office, and he tells me that already 42% of eligible and registered voters here in Connecticut have already cast a ballot. And that's significant because, keep in mind, the largest surge will happen between now and 8 o'clock. You can see this polling place in Meriden is starting to get very busy. And, you know, voters that I've spoke with today really feel that the stakes are simply too high to sit this election out.
It's something that you can't just set aside and say, hey, I'm not going to do. In fact, it's our right as citizens.
Voters dealt with lines at some Hartford polling places, but many folks we spoke with were actually happy they had to wait.
There's never been a line. I'm just so happy because it's a midterm election when people traditionally do not show up, so people care.
Turnout was also robust in Terryville, where we saw long lines and full parking lots. Scott Bates, the Deputy Secretary of the State, was optimistic people would cast their ballots in large numbers because there has been an enormous number of new voters.
We're looking at making history here in Connecticut today because we have a record number of registrations.
Deputy Secretary Bates says many of the new voters are young people. Normally, about 15,000 18 to 24-year-olds sign up to vote. This year, it's closer to 50,000. UConn chartered 2 buses to help students register and then vote. Bates is proud people are doing their civic duty.
The best thing of all is that friends and neighbors across this state are saying they believe in the system. They're standing up and they're voting.
And back live now. Remember, you still have plenty of time to cast a ballot. The polls don't close until 8 o'clock. By the way, leaders of some Connecticut communities believe that the numbers will be historic for a midterm election. And shortly after the polls close, we'll be able to put some historical context to this voter turnout. Reporting live tonight in Meriden, I'm Roger Suzanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.